We know a lot more. You know a lot more.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
So all these people that tell us that you told them he was dead just made the story up.
This video contains the interrogation of a woman who killed and dismembered her disabled boyfriend and then lived with the remains for months. In December of 2018, residents of a Florida RV park were struggling to get into the holiday spirit. For months, they had noticed a foul odor that only continued to get stronger with time. Complaints went ignored, and they began to fear that nothing would be done. Finally, on December 30th, the grim discovery was made. The dismembered body of Anthony Mitchell had been decomposing since late August in the trailer that he had shared with his longtime girlfriend, Penny Pospisil. The body had been deliberately rendered unrecognizable and could only be identified through medical records. When Pospisil was arrested, her string of lies finally caught up to her. For months, she had told people various versions of Mitchell dying from natural causes and being cremated. A credit card had been taken out in his name months after his death, and Pospisil had been granted access. When confronted with what she had done, Pospisil denied she had done anything to harm Mitchell.
Okay, Penny. First of all, is it Pospisil? How do you pronounce the last name?
Either or, it doesn't matter.
Okay, if I don't want to insult you by saying
Pospisil.
Pospisil? Okay.
Sounds like there's an H after the second S.
All right, so you're Penny Rebecca Pospisil, correct?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Detective Knight. This is Detective Thompson. We're with the Suffolk Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
Okay. Before we talk to you, first of all, can you read and write?
Yeah.
Graduated from high school? You from college?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read some things to you, and I'll need you to initial that I read those to you, and then you can decide from there, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have the lawyer present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise his rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Could you just initial next to 1 through 5 that I read those to you, please? You see that statement below it where it says, do you understand? Okay, can you read the statement below that as well?
Do you want to tell me what this is concerning before I sign this?
I'm sorry?
I said, do you want to tell me what this is concerning before I sign this?
Well, then I can't really talk to you until you want to talk to us.
Because they didn't give me anything. They didn't tell me why I was being arrested. They just said that there was a warrant for my arrest for something.
Yes, ma'am.
Pospisil pretends as if she does not know why she has been arrested. The smell of Mitchell's decomposing body had drawn the attention of her neighbors, and she had to be aware of the complaints. Without doing anything to conceal the body, it was only a matter of time before she was discovered.
Okay. Like I said, if you want to talk to us, then you're free to talk to us. If you don't want to talk to us, you don't have to talk to us. I know.
At any time, if you sign that and you decide you don't want to talk, you can stop.
You can stop, yeah. But before I talk to you at all, you need to want to talk to me. But at any time, you can.
Right here.
Okay, I just need to read that. Today's the 25th, correct? Right, so you don't know why you're here, is that what you're saying?
I have no clue.
Okay. What's your relationship with Anthony Mitchell?
He was my fiance.
Okay. And what happened to Anthony Mitchell?
We went back to Europe.
I'm sorry?
He went back to Europe.
You went back to Vero? When did you go back to Vero?
October, I believe,
You went back to Vero in October of...
2018.
Okay. Did you take him back to Vero?
Yes.
Okay. Where's he at now?
Okay.
You have no clue where he's at now.
Yeah.
But you were with him.
Yes.
Where were you with him before he came back to Europe?
I have like Panasonic.
Okay. And how long have you been in Lake Kansas?
Until December.
Okay. So you're telling me that he came back to Vero with you from Lake Pensacola? When?
Yes. In October.
How did he get here?
We drove
You drove what?
the car.
Okay. How did the RV get here?
I had it towed there.
Who did the towing?
I don't remember the name of it.
Where did you find the company?
Online.
Okay. How much did that cost?
I don't remember.
Was it
I think it's over 1,000 or
over
close to it or
1,000?
something like that.
So where's Tony at now?
I just told you, I don't know. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him.
So you're saying that you were, what time, when did you move to Lake Pensacola? Do you remember?
I think it was May or June.
May or June? And you left in December?
Yes.
Okay.
You left Pensacola in December.
And I think so.
But you said y'all drove to Vero
Yes.
in October.
Yes.
So did you stay at Vero?
No, I didn't.
What'd you do?
I went back to my home.
Where'd you stay in Lake Penn?
In the camper.
So the camper was in Lake Penn.
Yes.
But you're saying Tony was in Vero.
As far as I know, yes.
Where'd you drop him off at? Well, you said, you're gonna have to explain it to me because I understand. The two of you drove in his vehicle
Yes.
to Vero,
Yes.
and then you took his vehicle back to Lake Penn.
Yes.
So where did you leave him?
He was staying with one of his friends in Countryside until he left to go up to New York for his home.
Okay.
Pospisil continues to lie about Mitchell's whereabouts, even though there are large holes in her story. The most obvious of her lies is that there is no one who will confirm that Mitchell stayed with them, as she claims.
So he went from Vero to New York to see his mom.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
And when did you drop them off?
In October.
In October. Do you remember a date?
Okay.
Okay.
So you have a number where we can call Tony?
Not off the top of my head, no.
When's the last time you spoke to him?
In October.
Okay. You said he was your fiance,
Yes. Yes.
but you haven't stayed in contact.
No, I won't.
Why?
It was not a very good relationship.
Okay, tell me about it.
It was abusive, verbally, mentally, physically. He liked young girls, very young. 10, 12. The reason I found out that he wanted to go to Lake Penn was because he wanted to be ordained as a friggin' preacher to have little kids at his disposal.
Okay.
And
How did you find that out?
he told me
Before y'all moved to Lake Pensacola, how long were y'all together?
it was 4 years.
And none of that ever, any signs of that ever?
Yeah, a couple of times we were like in Walmart or Publix or something, and I catch him looking at a young girl or something. I assumed that he was looking at the mom.
Right. Okay. Where was he going to go in Lake Pennsauken to get deemed a preacher? Or whatever?
Somewhere in the east side, I don't know.
Did you ever go with him over there to
No, he didn't.
he went on his own?
No, he didn't go.
He didn't go.
He did a bunch of research online for it, but I don't think he did all that.
Alright. So, how much? Where did the trailer go from Lake Pennsauken?
To Wickham Park.
When did you move it to Wickham Park?
January, or December, something like that.
Did you stay in the trailer in Wickham Park
Yes. Off and on,
by yourself?
off and on. Nobody was in it with me,
Okay. And you had it moved a couple of times while you were in Wickham Park?
unfortunately.
What happened with that?
Nothing, I just had to Wickham Park shuffle.
Oh, okay. So that's normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever stayed at Wickham Park before that? No. Who moved it for you then? Just some company out there?
I have no idea.
Were they out of the Lake Pennsauken area?
I don't think so.
Okay. When you brought him down here, you said it was in August. Did he
So
have
it's
his
in October.
October? Sorry. Did he have his phone with him?
I'm assuming so.
Has he tried to contact you since then?
He texted a couple of times, but I won't respond to it.
This was one of the most foolish lies that Pospisil could tell. Phone records will easily prove that those texts do not exist or were made after Mitchell's death.
What's he saying in his text messages?
That's when I come home.
Did y'all have a big fight and that's why y'all split when you brought him down here, or you just decided to end the relationship, or what happened?
There was a young girl that was in the park
Which park?
at Lake Penn
Okay.
that he kept eyeballing, and I kept noticing, and I got to the point to where I couldn't handle it.
When was that?
In September or October.
Okay.
Have you been in this area the whole time?
In Brevard County?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. Did you ever go out of state?
A couple of times.
Where'd you go out of state? Where'd you have to go?
I went over to Texas because I was looking to see if I could get property over there or get a house for rent or what have you. I just needed to flush out.
I understand that. Where's the trailer at now?
I don't
Did you sell it?
know. Didn't.
You just left it at the park?
Yeah.
You told them they could have it, or what?
In December, they said that I would have to move it again, and I didn't have the money to do so.
So you just left it?
Yeah.
You forfeited it to the park?
Yeah.
Or whoever it was?
And y'all moved to the park in December?
I did.
The trailer.
Yes.
You moved the trailer in December from Lake Penn to Wickham Park.
Yes. It's either December or January.
Was that the trailer?
Yeah.
Just make sure we're on the same page. Did you buy that with Anthony?
We were going to buy it together, but my credit wasn't good enough, so he purchased it on his own.
It's in his name?
Yes, it was.
Is it possible he took the trailer?
That I don't know.
You don't know. Are you on it at all?
No.
The vehicle that you're driving, is it yours?
It's ours.
Ours? Yours and
Yes.
Anthony's?
Yes.
Your name on registration?
I don't know for sure. I know it's on the insurance and everything.
So y'all bought the car together too?
Yeah.
When you bought the trailer, did you pay for it? You bought it with credit,
Yes.
but you bought it together. And where did you buy it?
We bought it at Camping Wall.
Here locally?
Yeah, in Cocoa.
How long have you had it?
Purchased it right after we moved from Bear Beach, so I guess Anthony was managing. We moved it to
Y'all been
Oakland.
living in the trailer since marriage.
Yeah.
Who are you living with now?
I'm staying with Kristen for now. I'm getting ready to go over to Moffett for a cancer center.
Who's Kristen?
She's my son's baby mama.
Okay. Your son Frank?
Yeah.
How long were they together?
I don't know. He lives around a lot.
You say you want to do it in office?
Yeah.
How do you, what's,
I have stage 3 kidney and colon cancer.
okay.
When's the last time you talked to Frank?
Last week.
Last week.
Who's your phone?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Where's your phone at now?
At Christmas. I don't have any.
What kind of phone do you have? Is it a flip phone or is it a smartphone?
And it's just a small smartphone. Just a track phone.
You have your own bedroom at Christmas?
Mm.
Where you sleep at?
With her.
In her bedroom?
So you've been staying with Kristen and spending time with your grandbaby?
Yeah.
How many kids do they have together?
She has just one from Frank, but she
Oh.
has 2.
How old's the baby?
He was born October 1st.
Oh, this year.
This past year, yeah.
Frank been involved?
Off and on.
Where's he at right now?
West Virginia or Kentucky, I'm not sure. I know it's right on the border.
Is he working up there?
I'm sorry.
Is he working up there?
He was. I don't know if he is anymore.
Have you been up there to see him?
The detectives are trying to determine the people with whom Pospisil had the most contact. At this point, they haven't determined if she carried out this murder alone or if anyone might be able to verify where she was during the timeline they are interested in. Before we move forward, I want to extend my thanks for watching. This video today has no sponsor, so if you're enjoying it, subscribing helps the channel grow. You can also check out my second channel, Stranger Crimes, after this video.
Not recently.
And you have a daughter named Megan?
Yes.
She lives in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And the last time you seen her?
Christmas.
Okay. Well, Frank is in Kentucky.
Okay.
He hasn't tried to reach out to you this week at
I
all.
haven't talked to him.
He got arrested, I think,
For
on drug charges. Do you know his new girlfriend up there?
You haven't met his new girlfriend? You know his old girlfriend?
Which one?
No. Most recently.
Which one?
The one before his current girlfriend.
Up there?
Yes.
Yeah.
When's the last time you went to visit him?
I think it's right after Christmas, something like that.
Okay.
The old girlfriend, what do you know about her?
The who?
Or his old girlfriend, what do you know about? Do you know anything about the old girlfriend?
Who is she?
No. Apparently he's got a lot of them.
Evidently. He hops around.
Okay. How long was he with Kristen?
A couple of years off and on.
Has he even seen the baby?
No.
You didn't know Kristen when he was down here?
When he was here.
Yeah.
Who was he staying with him for?
One of his friends.
When was he here last?
He left before Thanksgiving.
Penny, why do you think we're here to talk to you?
I'm trying to figure that out.
You really don't have any idea.
No, I don't.
Because according to you, you lived in Lake Pan until around October. And then you drove Frank to Vero Beach.
I didn't drive Frank to your beach.
Where'd you drive it to?
I didn't drive Frank anywhere.
I'm sorry. Anthony.
Tell me, yeah.
To Vero Beach.
Yeah.
And then you went back to Lake Pan
Yes.
until December or
This is
January.
That's something.
Yes, it was.
And then you moved the RV trailer to Whitman Park in December or January.
He's lost a lot of weight since that picture.
Okay. And you haven't spoken to Anthony since October because he's gone to see his family in New York.
As far as I know, yes.
That's not the story you've been telling other people, though. That's why we're here.
Okay, prove it and tell what?
Well, you told Anthony's family that he was dead.
He was to me.
So, figuratively, he was dead.
And when I just asked you, showed you a picture of Anthony, you said, yes, that was Anthony.
It was. That was the picture that he had. That was on his driver's license.
Which is not his Anthony.
No, because he's lost a lot of weight since then. He had, what do you call it? Gastric bypass.
When did you have that done?
February or March.
What was that?
Sebastian.
Didn't he have a surgery done in the early 90s or mid 90s on his back?
That I don't know. I know he had surgery on his back, yes.
Okay.
I don't know when. That wasn't nothing.
Did he tell you anything about it?
And he said he wrecked a motorcycle.
Okay. Didn't he get some type of settlement or something for it?
Yeah, but I'm assuming that was gone when him and his wife split.
What do you know about his relationship with her?
Nothing.
Never told you anything about his little children?
Yeah.
What did he say about them? Were they close?
Yeah.
Did he ever talk to his children?
He talks to Kyle.
Okay.
As far as his Megan and can't think of the other.
Who did he talk to the most high?
It's Kyle came up and said he was on his own.
You close to Carl?
I love him. I'm very close with Kyle. I call him his son. I didn't do anything for him.
So you didn't tell Kyle that Anthony was dead?
The attempt to make the detectives believe that she meant Mitchell was dead to her metaphorically isn't going to hold water. She told many people that he had died of natural causes and had been cremated. There are too many witnesses for that to be brushed off as a misunderstanding.
I told him that we broke up, that as far as I was concerned, yes.
You didn't tell him he had to go to the hospital when he was sick?
No. He OD'd on my morphine once.
Who did?
Um,
Tony did? What happened with that? Is he a drug problem?
he did. I don't know if he still has him.
Which hospital did he go to for that?
Indian River.
You remember the park manager like that something?
They did.
You weren't close with the park manager? Betty,
Betty and I don't think his name.
Gary.
Who?
Gary.
Gary.
That wasn't her husband, was it?
Pretty close with Betty.
Wasn't close, but yeah, you
As
were.
close as you can be.
Yeah.
Was Frank with you in Lake Council?
No.
No. So Betty never met Frank? Gary never met Frank?
No, everybody went fine.
Were you with anybody else in Lake Council?
No.
Nobody else was with you while you were in Lake Council?
Frank has only been in that camper once, and that's when he helped us move in.
Okay. Did Anthony stay with you in Lake Council?
Yes.
Okay. Was Betty and Gary close to Anthony?
Yeah, he was. He was actually in their workroom under the table.
Okay.
What happened to that?
He never got around to it.
Never got around to working or never got around to it? What do you mean you never got around to it?
He never got around to working it
Why not?
because he didn't stay long enough.
Because you took him to Bureau in October.
Yeah.
And he left to see his family.
Yes.
And you stayed in that RV trailer in Oklahoma.
Yes. Oklahoma.
And no one else stayed with you.
Frank go in the trailer with you in Brooklyn Park? Did he ever stay with you?
Yeah, not at all.
Or you never visited the trailer.
Yeah, he was there alone. The only time that he was there was when he walked with me in.
Which was in December.
No,
Or you-
no. When we bought the trailer to begin with.
we're talking about Brooklyn Park.
No, Frank was never in the camper at different point.
It is pointless to lie about Mitchell's presence in the trailer since his body has been found. She did not bother to try to dispose of the remains, and she clearly did not try to think up a decent story to cast even a plausible amount of doubt over her guilt.
So to clarify, he was with you, or he visited the camper in like in a softy and like,
And helped you move?
No, that's not what I said.
what did you say?
He helped us move in the camper
Okay.
from Vero up to Cocoa. And we had a camper transported from Cocoa to Lake Camp. That's as far as Frank went.
So you moved to Lake Pan just so that Anthony could become this preacher thing?
Didn't know that if we had.
What was the thought process when you decided to move to Lake Pan? Or what did you think?
We were just planning on staying there. He wanted to get away from everything and
Do you know where his family lives in New York? Did you ever talk about it?
somewhere in Syracuse.
His mother and father?
And his mom. His dad's passed, I think.
His mom lived by herself?
I don't think so. I think she was with a brother or something.
Okay. So you never told Kyle,
I told him that he was dead to me, if that's what you're asking me.
you never told him he was dead living.
Mhm.
You never told him that.
Pospisil is growing more hesitant with her lies. It may finally be hitting her that there are multiple people who will contradict her.
You were going to make the funeral arrangements. You never distributed what we could call maybe funeral memorial cards with Anthony's name on it in memory of. You never did that.
Mhm.
You never purchased those and had them shipped to your residence in Lake Penn.
Mhm. Was he okay?
Tell us.
Mhm. What am I looking at?
You're looking at Anthony Franklin Mitchell
In your RV
in your
trailer.
RV trailer.
Mm,
You're not? What are you looking at?
I don't know. It's like,
No?
it's a different what you are thinking.
No?
That's your RV.
That's your RV and that's coming.
Tony's on.
No, he's not.
No, it's not. It's not
Would you like to see this? Remember that?
Remember buying those totes?
Bushnell Walmart?
Remember buying those gloves?
I thought the totes to me and this.
Penny, come on, listen. We know a lot more. You know a lot more. So let's try to make this a little bit easier on all of us. Okay?
I'm telling you what I know.
Well, you told us a seventh story now.
Excuse me?
You're saying that he died of what?
But who died of what?
Well, that's, you told other people he died of several different things.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Who am I told? I haven't said anything to anybody about him
Yeah.
passing away.
Did you ever tell your son that he died?
I told him that he was dead to me.
What about Betty?
Betty from Lake Pam. Not that I remember, no.
What about Lawrence?
Who's Lawrence?
Remember Lawrence moving your trailer and looking?
I don't know Lawrence.
Lawrence is the guy that moved your trailer a couple of times.
Larry?
Larry.
Oh,
His
okay.
real name's Lawrence.
Right. Didn't know him as a Lawrence.
You didn't tell him he was dead?
I told him that my husband had passed, which he did in 2001.
So all these people that tell us that you told him he was dead just made the story up. Did you tell his family that he had to go to the hospital for blood clots?
He did. Several
And,
times.
and while he was there, he had a stroke and went to a coma? And you made the decision to end life support?
And first of all, I can't make that decision.
But did you tell the family that?
No.
You never told them
What if he told you we have records that show that?
And so you would have to prove that. Because I don't remember doing any of that. And I would never have done something like that. Tony was almost 300 pounds. How the hell can I pick that up and move it?
You just said that you had bypass surgery.
that? You said it was locked up.
But still. I can't lift 5 pounds with that on. And if he's actually dead, I think you guys need to quit questioning me and give me a little
Is it your request right now that you would like to believe?
because I didn't hurt Tony, I never would have. I
I
loved him.
need to make sure I understand what you're saying. Yes, he is dead. Are you requesting a warning? Or do you want to continue to talk to us?
I'd like to know your side of the story, what happened. You've already said that he was abusive.
Yes, he was.
So if there's more to the story, we would like to know. So there's always two sides to a story. But if you want a lawyer, then that's fine, and we'll stop talking to you right now.
He wanted to share me,
Okay.
literally.
Where at?
With other men or women.
Both.
So
In
he,
Lake Pam?
Like Pam, Vera.
so he wanted an open relationship.
No,
Well, he just wanted to share you.
Tony was eating.
Okay.
Eating.
Evie.
Oh, okay.
So he wants to watch me with other guys and wanted me to watch or have sex with other girls, which I've never done. And I wasn't open to that. I would never be open to that.
So what happened?
I said no.
Okay.
Did you ever put his hands on you?
Several times.
Did you ever make any reports of that?
once.
Where was that?
Yeah,
How long ago?
in a few years.
When you say he put his hands on you, what did he do? What type of, I know it's hard to probably relive it, but what?
He damn near crushed my larynx.
Okay. Did he get physical with you while in talking?
Twice.
The thing in the park, did y'all put out an aura that y'all were a really good and a really strong relationship with everybody? That Betty had thought you were in a really, y'all had a really good relationship.
We did. We had fun.
So this,
He was sweet and kind,
hmm,
and then it was like flipping the switch, and things would change.
what would set the trigger to make it switch?
There is no evidence to back up her story. There are no witnesses to any negative behavior and no medical records to support her claims. Only Mitchell knows the truth, and conveniently for Pospisil, he is dead.
You don't remember?
Different things,
Something like that happened in Lake Minnesota.
several times.
Was there a final time it happened?
What was the final straw that said you had enough? What happened last time?
The little girl that was in the camp,
How old is she?
maybe 10 or 11,
And Lake Pennsylvania.
Tell us what happened.
he wanted me to go up to her and see if I could bring her home.
Okay.
Do you remember her name? What she looked like?
Skinny, tomboyish.
Was she living in the park or was she just there visiting?
I think her family lived there.
Did she? Because in that park there's some mobile homes as you go in, and then some campers. You remember which section she lived in?
And she lived on the left-hand side.
So when he asked you that, you guys were inside your trailer. When that happened? And what happened? Did y'all get into an argument or what happened after that?
Yeah, I just looked and I told him that he would join, or I was going to.
Why did you tell Betty that you had to leave to go up north to see his mom?
Because he did.
What happened? Why did you go up there?
She was, I think, in her 80s, and she was having some type of surgery.
Did she die? Did you tell him that she died?
I'm pretty sure she did.
How long was he gone?
I didn't keep in contact with him after October.
And you told Betty that he died of a heart attack when he was up visiting his mom.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I did answer. I think I would remember that.
Betty also said that there was a strange odor coming from your trailer while it was under soccer. What was the odor from?
No, I had no clue.
Do you have a clothing gun?
No.
Hmm?
No.
No.
I had cancer.
Betty says that you told her that you had a colostomy bag and that's what the smell
No,
was
I
from.
said that I had cancer.
Okay. You never told anybody that you had a colostomy bag?
No, I said that I was going to have one.
You
I
was
had
going to have to
surgery.
have one. Okay. Alright. Her husband, did he ever help you with anything at the trailer?
Such as
Did you ever need anything fixed or anything repaired or anything like that?
Pospisil avoids answering the question while she fishes to see what information the detective has. But he has seen that trick too many times to let her get away with it.
Nothing I'm aware of.
Did he help you with a propane tank in time?
What you trying to say?
Did they ever have the equipment in there? He also said that there was a strange odor coming from the trailer that they'd never smelled before. And again, he told them all it was costing them that. Can you explain the odor in the trailer?
Yeah, with the Crohn's disease and the cancer, I agree with that.
That would illuminate outside of the trailer?
I don't know. I've never had a camper like that, so I wouldn't know.
Did you do any work to the trailer?
Yeah, I did. I was going to fix it up and sell it.
What kind of work was it? What did you do?
I had put up some wainscoting in the living room area and some wallpaper stuff behind the stove. And I was going to, I had some painting, but then I had something, so I couldn't do it.
When did you do that?
When it was here.
Didn't Frank help you with some of that?
No.
Did he go to the store with you to buy any materials to do any of that?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. But he didn't help you do any of the work?
No, he was working at time and
Who was what?
he was working full time at that time.
What was he doing?
And he was working in construction, I think.
Do you remember the people that lived next to you in Wickham Park?
Where was that?
The first one, when you first moved in.
There was a homeless guy on the right hand side.
You ever become friends with Frank?
The pothead.
I'm not sure. What was the guy Frank became friends with in the park? He said Frank's was at the trailer with you on a regular basis.
No.
Frank even told us himself that he was in the trailer with you.
Yeah, he came up there one time, I told you that.
No,
Yeah,
he was
it's here.
inside the trailer with you.
When? At Rick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he noticed them.
No, I'm sorry, he wasn't. He was never at Wickham Park with me. Never.
So describe the trailer to us.
And he should be able to.
The inside of the trailer.
Like I said, he should be able to. He helped us move in.
That picture that I
That
showed you?
picture, you should be able to describe that.
Picture
Yeah, the picture I showed you?
of the outside of the camper? Yes.
That?
He described that to us too.
No.
Yes, he did.
Bullshit.
Why he said bullshit?
No, he did.
You don't believe he described it to us?
No, because it wasn't there and it's not my camper. No,
It wasn't there and it's not your camper.
not right there. No. And Frank was never in that camper besides the one time.
This is your camper. This is Anthony or Tony. Okay? And the reason we know that is because he had surgery on his back and had an instrument in his spine that we were able to identify. Okay? That's Tony. Okay?
Let's tell you, the your camper.
Yeah.
Are those your shoes right there? Nike
I
shoes?
don't
But that is Tony.
think so.
This is.
Yes, it is. In your camper.
I'm promising you, and I'm not bullshitting you. That's Tony.
Mm.
How did this happen?
That, I don't know. It's not my camper, that's not him.
Pospisil's only defense is a string of denials that are easily overcome with the amount of evidence the police have against her.
So it's not your camper.
No, Not like that, no.
Yeah, that's your camper. That's him in your camper.
Hey, there's always two sides to a story. You said that he was abusive. Was he physically harming you when this happened?
That didn't happen in my camper.
Listen, it happened in the camper.
No, they didn't.
This don't,
If I
this,
would have
this don't
wanted
magically
him,
happen.
if I would have wanted Tony dead, I would have let him burn to death in the camp in the fire and barrel.
You told Frank that you burnt the trailer down.
Well, obviously I didn't.
Well, I know that, but why did Frank say this? Why would Frank say this stuff about you? He's your own son.
Yeah.
So why would he say this stuff?
I don't.
Did he have something to do with this?
You sure?
Yes.
Frank didn't have anything to do with it at all.
No.
Why is he telling us all this stuff about?
Why is he telling me what?
That he saw this inside your trailer, that you took him inside to look at that.
That I took my 23 or 24-year-old son
Mm-hmm.
inside my camper with supposedly a dead body in it.
That's not supposed.
It's dead. There's no supposed to do it. It's dead.
He's dead.
He's gone.
There was
Somebody
toast.
that I loved, I would do that to.
I'm just
That's what
asking
I'm trying
why
to
he
figure
would
out.
say that to you. Why would he say that to us?
I don't know.
Is there a problem between you and him?
No.
Are y'all close?
Used to be until we started with the drugs.
How long has he been on drugs?
Off and on for a couple of years.
Tony owned guns, right?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
I don't have them. I don't use them.
You said you have cancer, right?
Stage 2.
And you told Frank that you have this a couple months story.
Probably. Yes. I'm hoping to go to Moffat to get that situated.
That's your trailer.
Yeah.
We didn't just pull this out of the air. We picked you to come talk to you today just because you felt like it. You're sick, right?
Yes.
Okay. Something happened between you and Anthony.
A lot of things happen between me and him.
Okay. It make you mad about the wanting to share you this infatuation with younger girls, right?
Yes, to the point to where I hurt him. To the point to where I was disgusted. Yeah,
Did you find out that he possibly molested somebody?
a couple.
Who was that?
His granddaughter from one.
How did you find that out?
He knew I was looking
Did you get
Pospisil has lied so much during this interrogation that everything she says is suspect. Now that she sees denying the facts isn't going to get the detectives to leave her alone, she may be trying to make Mitchell look as bad as possible in hopes of getting a lesser sentence. However, with what she did to the body, that is unlikely.
ever get charged with it? Was it ever investigated?
I know that his ex-wife had said something about it, but I don't know if she ever followed through with it or not.
When did it supposedly happen? Was it recent? Or was it a while back?
It was a while back. That was when he was still married.
He was up with wife?
Yes.
How long was he split from her before you met him? You know?
20 years, I'm not sure.
Okay. No, we've established that Frank's dead.
Frank?
I'm sorry,
Anthony.
Anthony. Too many names all at once.
Well, Anthony Franklin, so it's sometimes we may misspeak. Anthony Franklin, yes, sir. He's dead.
He's dead.
He was found
That's his body
in your RV
that you shared with me.
that you say you stayed in both Lake Pennsauken and no.
You're telling me, Penny, and Detective Knight here, that you stayed in Lake Pennsauken till December. You stayed in Lake Pennsauken
Until October. Because Kristen had the baby in October.
actually, it was before that. You stayed there 2 months. You moved in August 2nd.
Was it August?
Yeah.
I thought we closed on the house in
August 2nd. You stayed there 58 days.
Okay.
And then you abruptly moved the trailer from Lake Pennsauken by yourself, because Anthony was gone, to Wickham Park.
Yes.
You were supposed to be an annual member at,
At Lake Penny. Yes,
At
it was
Lake
too
Penny.
cold coming in.
it was too what?
Too cold.
Cold? Okay.
My blood is very thin.
So you moved the trailer on September 29th to Wickham Park.
Okay. It was a couple months prior to when I thought about it.
You know what month it is right now?
January.
Okay. I just want to make sure we got the month, the times clear, because there's a big difference between September and December.
Sorry.
Or January.
We found this. Actually, Melbourne Police Department found your trailer and went to your trailer in Wickham Park on the 29th of December. Because you couldn't pay, you didn't pay the rent any longer.
At Wickham?
Mhm.
And you would do a payment and you didn't make it.
I don't think so.
And that's what happened. That's why the Melbourne Police Department went to your Bighorn RV that's registered to Anthony, and inside found that. And you were nowhere to be found. Where were you December 29th?
I was probably on my way to Kentucky at that point in time. I
And
was
you haven't thought once about going to check on your camper?
No, I told the park to take it home.
Who'd you tell that to?
The park ranger?
Male, female?
No,
Do you
Not
remember his
phone
name?
or in person?
on the phone. No, I don't.
So you just gave up a, what, $20,000-$30,000 camper?
No, I gave it up because it wasn't in my name and he never showed any interest in keeping it.
Because he-
Because it was dead.
How did this happen? Tell me your side of the story, because without your side of the story, listen to me, okay? Just let's hear me out, okay? You've got this inside a trailer. This body has been cut up, okay? Cut in half. At the pelvis area, it was cut in half.
Arms removed.
Arms cut off. Those toes are full of fat and tissue of Anthony. Okay? The trailer is only owned by you and Anthony. You telling us you stayed in this trailer all the way up until December.
Yes.
Okay? He's been dead since August. Inside the trailer since August. How did this happen? Help yourself, because one, let's hear me out. One, you're sick, okay? And right now, with all of this inside a trailer and all the stories that you have provided to a bunch of different people, it's hard. It's very, very hard when something happens and you forget that you have, when You ever heard the story about crying wolf?
Yeah.
Okay. When you tell so many different stories, it's hard to remember everything that you said. A lie starts like this, and it keeps growing and growing and growing, right?
Comes back to bite you in the ass. Yeah.
Okay, well, Penny, I'm here to tell you that the lies that you've been living is here to bite you. And you need to come clean with what happened so that you don't look like an animal, the person that could destroy and a cold-blooded killer that would do this to Anthony. What happened inside that trailer?
I would never have hurt him.
Then what happened?
And what happened?
What happened to him?
I don't know.
You told Frank that he choked you and you stabbed him.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. You told Frank you killed him.
Hmm.
Frank was in the trailer.
No, he was not.
He saw that. He described that to us. We didn't show him these pictures.
Yeah.
He described exactly what's there.
And guess what else he said?
Right?
He also told us that you told him if he doesn't help you clean up the body, that you were going to pin it on him.
Bullshit.
Well, why would he say this?
Bullshit that you would do that, or bullshit that he said it?
Both.
No, he said it.
He said it. He told us that Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, we talked to him Monday.
Okay.
So, why?
No.
Why? What happened?
I don't even know what this is.
That's Anthony Franklin Mitchell. Dead in your RV.
You know as well as I know what this is and what happened in that trailer. I need you to tell me what happened.
You want me to say that I killed him? No, I didn't.
I want to know how we got to there.
I don't know.
Did he choke you out too much and you hit him or something happened? Self-defense?
No.
Did he die in the trailer of natural causes and you got scared and didn't know what to do?
No.
So how did we get to this point?
Good question.
Because you told me already that you dropped him off
And Vera.
in October.
Yes.
And Vera.
But he
Well, it
wasn't
was
there.
evidently beforehand because I moved to Canada in September.
September 22nd was the last time anybody ever talked to
August 22nd. August 22nd was the last time.
what did I say?
It said September.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
August.
August 22nd, what?
Right.
Is the last time anybody other than you spoke or seen anything alive. And that person was his son, Kyle, who talked to him on the phone.
Okay.
Since August 22nd, there's been no other contact with any family members, nothing.
So you're saying that I lived with his dead carcass in my camper
I'm asking you.
August to December?
I'm asking you because I don't understand what transpired here. What transpired? Do you remember purchasing those shears at the Ace Hardware in Hollywood?
You know,
Shears?
You know,
In the Ace Hardware where?
in Wildwood, which is just north of Lake
Yeah,
Tennessee.
because there was tree branches up above the camper.
Okay.
what about that?
Yeah, it was a knife for filling fish.
Okay.
What did you use that one for?
It's a cutting knife for meat.
Okay. You remember purchasing all those items.
Mhm.
What's the material on these items?
Gloves? I
Well,
don't know.
You want to tell you what it is? It's Anthony's remains.
Anthony's on that.
That's his hair right there on it. This one was in all of that.
When confronted with her receipt for the items that she used to butcher Mitchell's body, Pospisil still tries to bluff her way out, even though she didn't bother to clean the instruments.
that was in your sink in the bathroom, along with a circular saw.
I don't even know the circular saw.
Well,
You don't know the circular saw?
you didn't purchase one?
Not that I know of.
What about the hatchet? You never buy that hatchet?
You know, because of the tree branches and stuff, but I wouldn't.
Do you remember when you bought this stuff? All the purchases of these tools started August 25th, 3 days after the last contact with Anthony. And in that conversation, Anthony on the 22nd with his son Kyle, he was still alive when Lake Penny hit you.
Yeah.
3 days later, you're buying all of this stuff.
And adding yourself to this credit card.
Yeah, we did it. And no, I didn't add myself to it.
Let me ask you about this. November, 2 months ago, there was a credit card opened in Anthony's name, Capital One credit card.
In November?
In November. And then you were put on as a user of the card from November.
I don't think it was November, but okay.
No, it was November. He was already dead. You gotta stop with this stuff.
What was
Just tell us how we got from Anthony upsetting you, fighting with you, wanting to leash you out to people, wanting to touch on yours, to that. Was it some sort of argument that happened? You told your son that it was an argument. You told your son that he was trying to strain him. And
He
you
did
said-
several
And
times.
you
Okay,
defended
did
yourself
you
by
stab
killing.
him?
No, I did not.
And why does Frank say you did?
I don't know.
Frank's not gonna lie for you.
I don't expect my son to lie for me.
He's not gonna lie about, why would he lie about you?
Why would he try to intentionally get you in trouble if that's what you're
He
saying?
never would.
Okay, so you told him this?
No, I never told him anything.
Where did he come up with that?
I don't know.
It's a pretty fantastic story for him to come up with.
He also tells us how the first time he came into the trailer, you told him to come in and look at this and you asked him to help cut up the body. When he saw this, he got sick and threw up and told you he couldn't do it.
Wow.
So what really happened?
All right, I'll tell you something about Frank.
Tell me, please. Tell me. Help me understand what happened.
That I don't know.
Okay. Tell me something about Frank.
Frank was never at the camper except for the one time when he helped me move.
Which
Second,
was when?
and when we purchased the vehicle.
Okay.
So he was never in Woodland Park. Okay.
He, way back when, he told my sister, when he moved up there, that I literally poured hot oil on his back.
Pospisil tries to discredit her son, but it just comes across as a tired and desperate attempt that is doomed to failure. Everything the son has said matches up with the forensic evidence.
Okay, and of course you're going to know that that's on his scar. No, it didn't, because it never happened.
When did he say that happened?
That was when he was 16, 17 years old.
Well,
No, I would not.
Frank paints a pretty, he loves you.
And I love my son, very much so.
He loves you. He does say that you guys have had some problems in the past.
Such as?
I don't know exactly. I mean, he just said that y'all had some issues in the past, but y'all have always seemed to work through them. But he describes this in very good detail without us providing these pictures to him at all. We didn't show him these, like we're showing you. Okay? Something transpired between you and Anthony. Either self-defense, and it was an accident, and then you didn't know what to do, or something. Or you were just plain mad that he was trying to share you. You are the only person that can tell us what transpired in there. He can't tell us. He looks like that.
Yeah, he hurt me bad.
Okay.
No, I never.
I understand it hurts you. I understand that y'all had a very violent relationship. And that's hard to deal with. What happened the night that this death took place?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't know.
Is it because you don't want to remember, or you're just blacked out? What happened, Penny?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And honestly, I don't think that that's him.
It's him.
Well, I'm promising you this.
It's him.
We've taken now. It's taken a month to identify his body. But it was
I never would have hurt him. After everything that he had put me through,
you still wouldn't have heard it.
I still love him.
Then what killed him?
And I don't believe that that was my camper, because I wouldn't have.
And whether or not you believe that, that's your camper. Okay? You can believe that the chair is not going to hold you up, it's still holding you up. That's your camper, and that's for Anthony dead in your camper. That is indisputable.
Right now, all of this stuff being inside your camper, inside your closet area where the camper in front, where your bed was, in that closet storage area was a couple of totes that contained his flesh.
Why did you cut the flesh off and put it in a tote?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't hurt him.
So who did that?
Nobody that I know of.
Somebody did.
Somebody
Because
did.
Anthony's dead. I have to show you again, that's Anthony. It's Anthony. And it's your trailer. And you have no explanation for anything. And you're just trying to avoid it.
I'm not avoiding
You
anything.
know as well as I do that something transpired between you and Anthony and it went too far.
No. I'm not.
Did he point a gun at you? He owns several of them and none of them are in the trailer now. Where are the guns?
He used to keep what he called puncher beside the bed. And
What was that?
357 Magnum. That was my 357 Losing Socks.
We know for sure that there was 2 boxes of Luger's that were supposed to be in the house and they're not there. And we also have people in the park saying that you were trying to sell guns to at Wickham.
At Wickham?
People told us you were walking around trying to sell guns.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Again, this is what we're being told. I'm trying to get you to explain to me why all this stuff is being said against you.
First of all, my dad used to play Russian roulette with me.
Pospisil is under the mistaken impression that the more over-the-top story she tells, the more likely the detectives will be to back off.
I don't like guns at all.
Okay?
And he knew this. I would never want to try and sell one to somebody. I didn't even like putting my hands on it.
So where are they?
I don't know where they're at.
Larry. Remember him?
The guy that owns the camper.
He says you were taking the guns and put them in a storage unit.
I don't have a freaking storage unit.
Again, there's all of these stories about what could have transpired, what possibly transpired, and it all leads back to you, and it's all against you. I'm trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what happened.
I didn't.
We know what happened.
What do you know? Because I didn't hurt him.
We know you killed him.
We know you left him in the trailer. You cut him off.
No,
He's
I didn't.
got trauma to the left side, to the right side of his body.
How do you think I would have picked him up and put him
I
there?
didn't say you
I didn't
picked
say
him
you
up.
put him up. Never said that.
Never said once that you picked him up and put him in there. Never once did I say that. He's got trauma to the right side of his body.
From what?
I don't know. Can't tell that because of, you see that? But inside, right next to his body, was a hammer
And a hatchet. And a crowbar.
and a shovel. Oh, and that
Oh, and a 3-foot piece of coax.
cable is underneath his body. The circular saw. All those knives that he
Saw.
showed you were all there. Oh, and that pink tote was
Yeah.
laying right next to the body too.
With part of him in it. The pink toad
And
that you
inside the
bought.
camper is every air duct is taped off. You have a air purifier in there that's been moved around a couple of times because there's stains in the carpet from where it was sitting from all the goo. And then all the chemicals that
You spent almost $500-600 on air fresheners.
and chemicals. You were buying chemicals almost daily. The smell got bad. I'm sure it did.
Chemicals? What chemicals?
Air fresheners, chemicals, bleach, pine saw, gallons
Acid,
of it, acid.
uric acid. You had your son buy at Home Depot.
Yeah,
What was
Why?
the acid for?
because I wanted to flush out the tank.
Acid?
Like I said, I didn't know anything about
You bought
this.
gallons, almost like
Oh,
a couple
just
times a week. You were buying
gallons
gallons
of tank
of
treatment.
septic treatment from the Walmart in Bushnell.
But you weren't
But
hooked up.
gallons.
Did I what?
But you weren't hooked up.
When they found your trailer, you weren't hooked up to the septic.
You told somebody he died of a heart attack. You told another person he died of pancreatic cancer. You told another person he died of a stroke. When
You can't even keep up
You
with
can't even remember how many different ways you said he died. You said he went to see his mother. He died up there.
What are you talking about?
That's exactly what
We're trying to figure that out also.
That's all the stuff we've been told about you. The stories you've given other people about poor Anthony's death.
You told your own son that he attacked you and you stabbed him and killed him.
No, I didn't.
You didn't stab him.
No,
But you told your son that.
no, I didn't.
Why would your son lie?
I don't know.
You continued, a little while ago, you said that he went to visit his mother. Y'all are separated, haven't spoken to him. But for 3 months, you've been using his credit cards, his EBT card. What about his Social Security?
Yeah, because he told me I could.
Okay, you don't think he would need his Social Security?
He
You
told-
kept his car?
Yes,
How do you get to the airport? How do you get to the bus?
How's he getting around
How's
now?
he getting around now?
I don't know.
Because
He's
he's
not
dead.
there, he's dead.
I didn't kill him.
Then what happened?
I didn't
Then what
chop
happened?
him up into little tiny pieces like you're saying.
No, those aren't little pieces, they're kind of big, but you did 40 pieces of him off.
No, I didn't.
There's 3 totes. That's
Yeah.
one of them right there.
That's one of them right there.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is that weigh?
I don't know,
Not sure.
5-6 pounds.
I can't lift anything with this hand at all.
Okay.
Your son was in the trailer too. He's
No,
already
he
admitted
was
to
not.
that. He's already admitted
You
to
never
that.
told us that.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
So your son, so you're saying you can't lift that, so your son was in the trailer and he did all this?
No, that's not what I am saying. Do not put words in my mouth, sir.
I'm not, I'm asking. That was a question.
No.
All I'm asking him is to tell me what happened to him.
I don't know.
You've already said y'all had a violent relationship.
Yes.
The people in the park said you seemed like a happy, normal couple. So
On the outside?
behind closed doors, y'all had a whole different world.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people are that way. A lot of families, a lot of couples seem happy on the outside. The inside, they're really not. Okay. Something though triggered this whole fight that led to his death. There's only been two people that's had access to this trailer. Anthony and Frank and you. That's three.
Frank
So-
didn't have access to it.
Well, he already told us he did.
How?
I don't know, but he told us he did.
No, he didn't. He didn't have
Anthony-
any access to it.
Anthony is dead. The other two, you and Frank, are going totally against each other on your story. I want you, Penny, to help yourself. You're sick. You're sick. Okay?
Yeah.
Would you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars, people thinking that you are a stone cold killer because this body is cut up and mutilated? Or you want to tell us what really happened in that trailer between you and Frank
Right?
and Tony? See, all these names are go together. Anthony, Franklin, they're all the same.
I do not kill him at all. I would never have heard
How did it happen?
How did he die?
How did he die? Did he die naturally? And it freaked you out? Or what happened? I've asked you if it was self-defense. You said no. I've asked you if he attacked you. You said no. I've asked you if he died accidentally. No. He's dead.
When you say you didn't kill him, then who killed him?
I don't know. I
Did
don't even.
Frank do it?
No,
Frank didn't kill him?
no.
Because Frank's already said he was
Yeah,
inside
Frank
the trailer and
Frank
saw
described
this.
that. Frank described that exactly as it is.
I don't believe that.
Well, he did.
You don't
Yes.
believe you killed him, or you don't believe you
Either.
described him? Oh yeah, he described him. Yeah, Frank did. On the 29th, when you got to Melbourne, did you and Frank
The
go
29th of what?
September? Did you and Frank go shopping?
I don't remember.
You didn't go to Walmart together and buy cleaning supplies, and then go back to the trailer.
I don't remember what day it was that Frank and I went shopping.
And
I don't remember what day I actually came here.
to buy supplies. Whatever day it might have been.
I don't
Do you
know.
remember the event?
No.
You don't remember going shopping with your son?
Not to buy cleaning supplies, no.
Well, like he told you, you spent a lot of money on cleaning supplies and materials. A lot.
And tools.
Between the tools, the materials, and the cleaning supplies, it was over $900 worth of materials bought from August 25th to the time we got to the trailer on the 29th of December. That's a lot of money.
Mhm.
You're telling me you didn't have the money to keep your trailer
No, I told you I didn't want to keep the trailer.
Because that was it.
because that was
No.
I would want to keep it either.
no. You walk into the trailer, if you can mask the smell, it looks like a normal trailer until you walk up the stairs and see the stains on the.
The condition of the trailer during the decomposition had to be horrible. The fluids and odors have been fully absorbed, leaving irremovable stains. The choice to live with the remains was both disturbing and a health risk.
The steps up to the bedroom, the carpet is completely stained. Doesn't even look like carpet anymore.
Then you get to the bathroom where the towels were covering up.
They were
Holes.
lined up against the door.
And you open the
That's not
bathroom.
including the decomp smell. That's awful.
What?
The decomposition smell from this body being. I'm just telling you, describing what's inside of your trailer.
That's right. You're saying that's not in your trailer.
We made it up. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, but I know when I left it, it wasn't okay.
Yeah, it was.
No,
It
it wasn't.
absolutely was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes. That was in your trailer.
No, it wasn't.
There was a tote that had Anthony's clothes in it. And a rag that had duct tape on it. And it had throw up on it. In the tote with his clothing.
Did he try to take your mouth shut? He didn't try to take your mouth shut?
He didn't have to. He'd sit on top of me.
Did you try to take his mouth shut?
When you look at this, what, besides you're telling me that it's not your trailer, what does that make you think of?
I mean, it's,
I'm telling you that that's Anthony. The man you've spent 4 years with.
Yeah.
That's the man that you fell in love with.
no, it's not.
This is the man that you fell in love with. That's his head. There's his arm right around his head.
I'm not even looking.
I won't.
Because that's him.
No,
That's
it's
his
not.
feet.
Yeah. He was cut in half and his feet were flipped around the other way.
This is a better angle of it. And
Sir,
that's Anthony.
no, it's not.
Pospisil may be an inept murderer and a poor liar, but her show of righteous indignation is perfectly executed.
I'm telling you, that's Anthony. He's been identified by that spot on the spine.
Okay. I'm telling you that that was not in my camper. I had nothing to do
And the
with
last day
it.
you were in that camper was?
I think it was a couple weeks before Christmas.
And that wasn't in there.
Yeah.
So somewhere around the beginning of December was the last time you were in that camper.
Somewhere around there.
And none of that was there.
No.
How did all that goo magically appear inside your trailer that was locked?
I don't know.
But you knew he was dead.
No, I didn't.
But you told his family he was dead.
You bought
You
cards.
bought cards memorializing him.
No,
And you
I didn't.
sent them
Yeah.
to his family.
And you had them sent from the address in Lake Pennsauken. You had them mailed to the address in Lake Pennsauken where we have the receipt showing it.
What are you talking about?
What do you not understand? You ordered
What?
memorial cards to remember the death of Anthony Franklin Mitchell. And you told his family he was dead. And then you sent these cards. You showed these cards to him.
To who?
To his
What?
family, to Kyle, to Nancy.
No.
You didn't.
You told Betty at Lake Pennsauken RV Park that he went up north to see his mother and then he died of a heart attack while up there because he couldn't get back from his airplane trip because of a hurricane. But it got delayed and then it was supposed to be here on a Friday. The hurricane came in and it was delayed till Sunday and they found him inside the house up in where his mom lives, dead of a heart attack. That's what you told Betty.
No, I never told
All of
you.
these stories are going against you. That's why I'm trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what really happened. Because we have a bunch of different stories about what transpired.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You didn't say any of that to anybody.
Not that I know of. No,
You
I did
didn't
not.
buy memorial cards.
No.
Never. You didn't have them shipped to Penny Pospisil
No.
and Lake Penny. You never did that.
Lot number 34.
At your RV trailer.
I don't know what number it was, but
It was lot number 34.
So your name is not going to be anything that says that.
what do you mean my name's not going to be anything?
Your name's not on the receipt. You're not
For
on,
what?
on the shipping label for the memorial cards.
No.
But they are. That's what I'm telling you.
No, they're not.
It's like you saying that's not Anthony. It isn't. You can say no all you want. That's still Anthony.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You could not make it right now. I would
Excuse
never
me?
have hurt him like that. No.
Never would have heard him like that.
I would have never hurt him, period.
it's obvious that you didn't really care for him that much because of the old abusive relationship that you had. And you've already said that you had a
That's
357 in the drawer that gave you 357 reasons why you stayed with him.
Yeah, I gave you 350 reasons not to move him.
Okay, well, either way, however you put it, but
That was his choice of words, not mine.
So the man who wanted to share you with other people, who wanted to have sex with minors, and who told you that this was 357 reasons for you not to leave. You didn't have a problem with it.
and you loved
I
him.
do.
You
I
loved
do.
him. And you
I
could
do.
never hurt him.
I do love him.
And you would never ever hurt him after he strangled you in the past.
After he sits on you, beats you, verbally abuses you. You can never hurt him.
There wasn't a point where he was choking you and you stabbed him because you couldn't take it. You thought your life was in danger of yourself. Because
He crushed my larynx almost, yeah.
did you stab him then? Because if you did, then it is what it is. He was hurting you.
One of the strangest things about Pospisil's claims is that she doesn't use self-defense as an excuse, even though both detectives have presented it as an option. While it wouldn't have absolved her completely, it might have been cause for reasonable doubt that this was first-degree murder.
You see the difference. I've given you the opportunity to tell me it was self-defense.
Sir, I can't tell you something that wasn't.
You're not telling us anything that is either.
I'm not going to lie to you.
You are.
You are lying.
You're lying.
You are absolutely lying.
Okay, give me an attorney.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you're going to be charged with second-degree murder.
You can charge me with whatever you want to, then I will hurt him.
Okay. Good luck to you.
I can't leave you alone.
After seeing that they will not get any useful information, the detectives end the interview, leaving Pospisil to wonder if she will have any better luck with a jury.
It did get cold in here.
Penny Pospisil was sentenced to life in prison for the second-degree murder of Anthony Mitchell. In addition, She was also ordered to serve consecutive sentences of 15 years for abuse of a dead human body and 5 years for grand theft of more than $300 but less than $20,000. Thank you for watching. Check out my Patreon link in the description below and drop a like on this video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. I'm always curious to read what you thought of the case.